Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to ice dye a spiral. Decide where you want the center of your spiral to be, give it a little pinch, and then for this one I'm using the microwave splatter guard that I got off of Amazon, and I have a clickable link for it in the description box along with everything else that I use for tie-dye, so check that out. Then you want to just spiral it up with the hemostat. And then if you watch me, I'm actually creating the spiral with my opposite hand. I'm just using the hemostat to hold it in place. And if you're not already using the microwave splatter guard to make your spirals, I highly recommend it because it really works. It creates a lot of nice pleats. And then once you get your spiral all spiraled up and it's time to remove the hemostat, you want to unclick it. And then you want to wiggle it out gently while you hold down the center of the spiral. Otherwise, you'll pull this whole spiral up with you and you'll have to do it again. This shirt is a lady's size small, so it's such a cute little spiral. So I'm using my second favorite rubber bands to secure it. I prefer to secure my spirals with rubber bands just because they're quick and they're easy to use. But if you like to use kite string, you could do that too. It really is just a matter of preference. And then you want to tuck in all the loose tails into the nearest rubber band, creating a nice tight spiral. I want to remind you guys to join the Facebook group if you haven't already, and links for my social media are listed in the description box. The group is up to 650 members, and I think that's just awesome. I want to see your tie-dye creations, and I know that many of my viewers that are sharing their creations, they would love to see what you're making also. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then hit the like button on this tutorial and leave a comment. Since this shirt is going to be an ice dye, you need to create yourself some type of an ice barrier. For this one, I'm going to use the silicone cake molds that I got from Amazon. They work really well, and they're so easy to clean up. I just rinse them off in the sink, use a little bit of dish soap on them, and then if they're really gunky, I stick them in the dishwasher and they come out clean. I also like to use an antibacterial wipe on them just to make sure that all the residue of the dye is off. And now it's time for the fun part. We get to add the dye. Ultraviolet is one of those dense sticky powders, so it isn't spreading very well. And if I was going to be mass producing this shirt, which I actually might because it turns out so great, I would definitely use the bottles with the soda ash in it because it would spread it a lot easier. And you might be saying to yourself, green and purple, ooh, doesn't that make brown? Well, yes it does. But we all have this major fear of creating brown in our tie-dye, and I'm here to dispel that. Sometimes a little bit of brown is completely fine. I don't really have a problem with it. I loved the way the electric blue looked in the tutorial that I uploaded about a week ago. It was so pretty, so I decided, I'm gonna see what electric green can do. Lime Pop is one of my favorite greens, especially in liquid form because it's just neon. It's like toxic ooze color. It's been my experience within ice dyes. It has a tendency to turn yellow, and that's okay for this project because I love green and purple together. I also love yellow and purple together. Once you get all your dye on the project the way you like it, grab a mask and give your project a quick little sprinkle of soda ash for good measure. I came back and checked the project after the ice had melted and it had full saturation on the back, so I just set it aside and let it batch for 48 hours after the ice melts. This is another project that got caught up in the 72 hours, and that's okay. Not much is happening past the 48-hour mark. But it's been 72 hours since the ice is melted, and now it's time for the rinse out. You want to start by using cold water to rinse away any soda ash that might still be reacting within the fibers, and then increase your water up to hot. You want to get all that soda ash out so you don't get dye back. You don't want the dark colors redepositing onto the light colors. Then it goes into the washing machine and I do however many hot water cycles I need to using Curolon. And that's a textile detergent that I get from Dharma Trading Company. I take a little plastic cup and I scoop up the water, and when that's clear, I know that I'm ready for my final rinse out using Millsoft, and that needs to be done with hot water. Millsoft brings softness back into the fabric after the dyeing process. It's really good for like rayon projects, but it also helps out these Gildan shirts because they are just stiff and scratchy. Then it goes into the dryer and I iron it, and we come back and we'll see the results. Ooh la la! I love this shirt. So here it is, guys. Here's our ice dyed spiral after it's been washed and dried, and it turned out great. Yeah, there is a little bit of brown, and I'm not mad at it. I actually think it looks really pretty. It gives a little bit of depth and dimension to the shirt. It makes it interesting. The electric green and the lime pop do not disappoint on this one. This shirt is so bright. It's even brighter in person. And for those of you that actually create tie-dye, you know what I mean. In person, things look so much better than in a photograph. The lime pop did not disappoint, but you see what I mean, how it looks a little yellow? And the electric green is beautiful, and ultraviolet is one of my favorite purples. It's just beautiful. So don't be afraid of creating brown. I don't know where that got started, why we're all so afraid of it, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think this shirt is absolutely stunning. So what do you guys think? Please leave me some comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up, and click the bell and set it to all. That way you get notified of future uploads. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing.